Why Stephen Hawking never stopped asking why. Stephen Hawking was just 21 years old when doctors told him something no one ever wants to hear. He had ALS, a disease that would slowly take away his ability to move, speak, and even breathe on his own. They gave him only 2 years to live. Now stop for a moment and picture that. You're young. You're full of dreams. You're studying at one of the most famous universities in the world. You think your whole life is ahead of you. And suddenly, someone tells you your life is almost over. Most people would break. Most people would shut down. And honestly, no one would blame them. But Stephen didn't. In fact, something remarkable happened. Instead of asking, "Why me?" he asked, "Why does the universe work the way it does?" That question changed everything. At first, the disease hit him hard. His body got weaker. Walking became harder. Speaking became slower. But his mind stayed sharp. And here's where the conflict comes in. While his body was shutting down, his curiosity was speeding up. He could have let the illness win. He could have said, "What's the point?" and spent his days in silence, waiting for the end. But instead, he chose a different question. Why is there something instead of nothing? Why do black holes exist? Why do we exist at all? When life tried to close his world, he opened it wider. Stephen kept studying, kept researching, kept asking why. And the more he asked, the more he discovered. Black holes, time, the origin of the universe. He turned these ideas into theories that changed the way we understand space itself. But here's the key: he didn't just chase answers for himself. He shared them with the world. Even when his voice was gone, he used a computer system to speak, one word at a time. It was slow. It was hard. But it didn't matter. Because what mattered was the message. Let's pause and think about this. Stephen Hawking could barely move. He couldn't hold a pen. He couldn't stand in front of a blackboard and write equations. So how did he keep doing world-class science? Because he believed the most powerful tool wasn't his body, it was his mind. And no disease could touch that. Every day was a challenge. But every day he kept asking why. Why does the universe behave this way? Why are black holes not completely black? Why is there order in the middle of chaos? That word, why, was his fuel. Now here's the thing. We often think asking why is something for children. Kids ask, "Why is the sky blue?" Or "Why do we have to sleep?" But most adults stop asking. We get busy. We settle. We accept things as they are. Stephen never stopped. Even when speaking took all his energy. Even when breathing was hard. He refused to let go of curiosity. And that's the lesson. When life knocks you down, you have two choices. You can ask, "Why me?" and let the pain drown you. Or you can ask, "Why not try?" and let curiosity pull you forward. Stephen could have lived his last years quietly, away from the world. Instead, he wrote books that millions read. He gave lectures to packed halls. He inspired scientists, students, and ordinary people to look up at the stars and wonder. He once said, "Remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet." Because when you're looking up, you're thinking bigger than your problems. You're reminding yourself that there's more out there, more to learn, more to discover. So let's bring this back to you. What's holding you back right now? Is it fear? Failure? Doubt? A setback you didn't see coming? You might not be facing what Stephen faced. But you do have your own version of ALS, something in your life that tries to shrink your dreams, limit your options, and make you stop asking questions. When that happens, remember Stephen's story. Remember that even when his body failed, his mind soared. Remember that even when he had every reason to quit, he kept asking why. Because here's the truth. Curiosity is stronger than fear. Hope is stronger than pain. And the right question can change everything. The people who change the world aren't always the ones who have the most strength or resources. They're the ones who keep asking questions when everyone else has stopped. Stephen Hawking left us with more than scientific theories. He left us with a way of living. Keep asking, keep learning, Keep wondering. Your body might get tired. Life might get heavy. But as long as you can ask why, you're still moving forward. So here's your challenge. Next time you face a problem, don't ask, "Why me?" Ask, "Why not try?" Ask, "Why can't I find a way?" Ask, "Why should I stop now?" Because the moment you change your question, you change your future. Stephen Hawking's life reminds us, the limits we think we have are not always real. And even when they are real, they can't stop a determined mind. So today, keep asking why. Why not start? Why not learn? Why not push past the thing that's holding you back? The answers might surprise you. And just like Stephen, you might inspire more people than you'll ever meet. If Stephen's story lit a spark inside you, don't let it fade. Share this with someone who's ready to stop asking why me and start asking why not. And subscribe for more stories that remind you, your mind is your greatest power.